Yo guys, today we're going to watch a video about about facts, more facts about every Arknights character. This like last time we kind of checked this one, I think. Yeah, this one. It was 4 years ago, and this one is 3 years ago. So yeah, let's watch this.
Hey yo, what's up? You know how this works. Let's get started. Amiya has a noticeable change in her voice in between her two versions. This indicates her
Yeah,
mature
yeah, yeah. I think I did. Yeah, we did during the stream. We did try to hear her voice more. Do you even? I don't know. I don't think the stream recorded it though. Yeah, I don't think so because the stream the VOD cut it out where I react to the first animated scene in the game, and we did check Amiya out about on everything about her about her design, her voice, and everything.
by a bit, which is weird since the distance between this and that is only around 2 weeks. She is very into football and apparently quite fierce when playing.
Oh, football! Oh, savage, dude. I've been reading not I've been reading a lot of like some sort of Arknights comics that where they made the doctor an old man, and I don't know if that's the original doctor. I don't know how the law works. Like I feel like I should read it in a very concessive order because I'm just reading it without the right order. But it makes me like Savage a bit more because of those comics. Like same with what you call with like it makes me like who's that girl's name? That vampire girl. Warfarin. It makes me like Warfarin too.
She thinks that the job of a football player is quite similar to her job on the battlefield. She is not only
Wow.
capable of manipulating originium,
Oh,
but
sorry. Yeah.
also calcium and other compounds.
Keep breaking. What?
What is it with defenders and rocks? She used to be a
We defend this with rocks.
criminal, however, all of the charges against her were dropped thanks to Chief Wei himself.
Wait, what? Really? Why? Why Chief Wei dropped the charges?
However, interestingly enough, he really does not think that she can be described as reasonable.
Then he really does not think that she can be. Oh,
Apparently, there is a little bird with her which occasionally talks to her, even
oh.
during her promotion. In fact,
Thanks for your but to me it doesn't really matter. It's the story of the outsider that this little boy is telling me right now.
it seems like talking to that bird is way more interesting to her than that promotion.
Oh really? Damn! Why?
She also dreams of birds. While we don't know the exact
Is this bird an imaginary friend or something? I don't know.
origins of her name, it can't be denied that she literally do be shining.
Do be
The
shining.
glow she emits apparently is more similar to an aura, though. Her full name is Angelina Ajimu, which is due to the
Yeah, she's a half Sargosen, half. Yeah, Higashian. Like I know this from a show they're talking about Gilberta, and they said that Gilberta might be a half Sargosen, half Higashian as well, because they are the same people in a way.
fact that she is half Syracuse.
I know. I'm just gonna say. I think Gilbert, like maybe they don't really update Angelina's texture or anything, or the drape or anything, but I think Gilberta looks better.
And half Higashian. She has actual animals following her around and
Oh, cute girl. Poor girl.
helping her out in her daily life. She calls them little black sheep. That's funny, because they are actually rams. According to her files, we cannot be sure whether she is a Sarkas anymore.
Oh, really? Why?
She has undergone many experiments which changed her originium adaptability massively. That's
What the fuck? What happened to Ifrit then?
probably why it's classified as outstanding, although she is also described to be as dumb as an Ori-Rock.
Okay, wow, that's so mean.
We will not talk too much about the experiments
How dumb is she? Can she compete with Chen in what you call in Anfield or Tang?
today, though there will be a time for that. She is a street thug, a gangster from Ents. Although her and the Mandem of Glasgow are described to be more similar to soldiers, not gangsters.
Oh, is it because she's royalty? I don't even know what kind of law she has.
Pussyo! She is described as very religious.
Yeah, I think I heard that before. Like, I never thought that Isusia will be religious.
She seems to really like Bee Hunter, which makes sense. They are both bears, they are
Oh,
both into honey, and they enjoy turning people into liquids using their fists. This is not to be taken literally. She is scared of Nightmare, because her powers apparently don't work on her. Her actual job on the battlefield
her
is
power?
to perform her act as apparently
What is her power? Is it related to mine, I guess?
don't work on her. Her actual job on the battlefield is to perform her act as an idol. The contract which Penguin Logistics and by extension Rhodes Island have with her management company.
Why does she... Okay, her job is just to sing, huh? But why? Why you have this contract with Rhode Island? And why you are like...
Says that we are responsible for her personal safety, and you can probably imagine that her singing and dancing in the middle of a fight does not really make that easy.
Dude, why? Like, that's her sing... Like, all I know that she has the ability to control... Like she has the ability to control illusion or make illusions, or is singing a part of how she make illusions as well?
She reads a lot. While other students were partying, she read a couple of books from Victoria and based her personality on them. She once wanted to be just like her big brother. Then things became complicated. She thinks that you
doesn't like from what I heard. I think I read what I call a comic, a comic, and it seemed that she doesn't really like Silver Ash because he forced her to be a saint when in reality she just want to slack around.
should work out more, and I agree.
That's what I heard.
Start lifting, bro. Meteorite seems to think that Firewatch thinks that Meteorite is responsible for the death of Firewatch's clan.
Meteor seems to think that Firewatch thinks that Meteor is responsible for the or doesn't think what Meteor thinks that Fire. Okay. What? Wait, you why? So meteorite think. Oh wait, why meteorites think that? Okay, that's weird. Like, how can you have this? Okay, what happened within that?
Watch, however, doesn't think what Meteorite thinks that Firewatch thinks. Has to get tail size what Meteorite thinks that Firewatch thinks.
Especially if he doesn't think that it's meteorite's fault. Oh.
Has to get tail size checkups.
Tail size checkup? What?
On a regular
It is very big though.
basis.
Isn't she the girl that Savage like? I think so.
According to herself, that tickles a lot and she doesn't seem to enjoy it too much. She came up with a very interesting way to concentrate better. Sitting in a confined room and hitting a piece of metal. You might be aware of the fact that she tries to have as many side hustles as possible in order to earn as much money as possible, yet the money itself is not her goal. Her goal is to use that money to buy stuff she wants. That's why there's at least a couple of instances of her going broke from buying stupid stuff. She is not only an SP battery, she is a literal battery, as she powers the flash abilities of her shield with her own art. It is said that her shield can be described as an enlarged
staff. Oh, interesting.
Staff. Who knew that she would be that much into flashing? Calcid rewards her by calling her a good
Oh, that's kinda cute.
girl. Some people were confused about the change in the infection status of Nerl between her two.
What?
Some people were confused about the change in the infection
infection confirmed by medical
status
report.
of Nerl between
Medical tests have confirmed that no infection. Wait, what? She cures her? What?
her two variations. Basically, she never really was infected. It's a lie, apparently fabricated by her own grandfather in order to get her sent into an exile.
Okay, that's it. What an insane blue. What? Interesting. So where did he? Well, damn, that's insane. Okay.
This might seem weird to you, but his reasoning was that getting somebody as pure and as good-hearted as her away from the evil and dangerous system of QaiserMLG would protect her. By the way, if you haven't yet, go ahead and read the QaiserMLG events, they are a phenomenal storyline. She has tasted the blood of many, many different species and races and really enjoys the differences in how they taste.
Holy whoppering. I can understand why, like, I don't remember from what video, but I heard that is it from his video as well? All I know that they should keep they describe that that you should not let Wolverine meet this type of person or something like that.
She's quite interested in what you taste like as well. She really
relaxed. Oh my god. Okay, she looks like a irresponsible and relaxed girl from the anime and the vibe that she gives. But maybe she's not like that. Maybe she has a interesting personality.
really dislikes Saria. More on
Yeah,
that once a certain
I know.
event comes to global. Maya bites you if you disturb her. Skyfire has a massive problem.
Bites
When
me?
she really uses her arts, she generates a lot of heat. So much in fact that everything on her person is destroyed,
Huh?
including her clothes.
Interesting.
Rhodes Island is actively trying to work on some stuff to withstand the heat. She apparently is very warm and heartfelt, although it might not seem that way.
Oh, okay. So, okay, interesting. I keep forgetting this is meteorite.
She threatened and blackmailed the medical staff so that they change the data about her
Damn, she's that, what I call, that insecure by it, huh?
chest size. She is always the first one to buy the latest issue of fashion magazines coming to Rhodes Island. During a Christmas gift exchange, which she was signed up for, she got the person she was assigned to, namely Suzerain, a music box as a gift.
Aww.
You might be aware of the fact that Lapland has a really interesting personality.
Yes.
However, even her files tell you to be careful around her because of how gaga she is. Madness can never be healed.
Wait, I want to read that.
Careful around her because of how gaga she is.
You don't even need to know what's keeping you alive till now, and you can very well remove, but remember this can never. Wow, that's an insane lie.
Madness can never be healed. Indra and somebody called Morgan were the ones to lead the Glasgow gang until a certain Saberface came along and gave
Saberface.
Indra the first defeat in her life. We know that she is a specialist in dealing with biohazard threats and stuff, but she's also a cleaning freak outside of work, talking about how people need to clean up their room.
Ooh, I like Franca, but Franca will not like me. Oh my god, my room is very. You can say that it's very dirty.
Rooms. She is, or well, used to be a part of the Texas Clan, a big and powerful criminal organization from
Why so-
Syracuse.
so
She
does
is
this
really
last
into
name?
reading, not only novels or some
She likes reading. Damn, she looks like she looks like a gangster. Like she looks like a delinquent. She likes reading, huh? Interesting. Or some normie shit. She reads a what? Oh.
normie shit. She reads
Oh, I really thought that, like, you know what she reminds me of? A Gyaro. Or a Gyaro delinquent. That's what she reminds me of. I didn't expect her to actually like this shit.
a wide variety of stuff. Look at this. She might even read the subtitles
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
of my videos. Are people even looking at these? Her narcolepsy is not the result of her being an owl, which would be quite goofy, I have to say. It's the result of her being extremely fatigued, because she just straight up has not been sleeping well for a very long time. That in return is the result of a chip being inside of her head.
I remember that.
She has a list of operators likely to cause a fire at Rhodes Island. Guess who is on that one? She gives Aya Fiala piano lessons.
Oh.
She does that because she
I keep forgetting this girl is a she.
thinks that this will help her to reintegrate into Lytanian society, as Aya Fiala is infected. If people look at the stuff she draws, they get forced to fixate and start to feel anxiety,
What?
but also strong attraction to the artwork.
Attraction?
And
What?
stuff like that is very creepy, especially when tentacles are involved.
Whoa,
She
whoa,
really
whoa.
enjoys cooking the people around her. She sees you as a sibling
So what she cooks? Meat? Human meat?
and says that you won't get rid of her. Stuff like that is very creepy, especially when tentacles are. Says that
Wait, what?
she really
Flora?
enjoys cooking the people around her. She sees
See you as a big sibling. Oh, we are Oni-chan.
you as a sibling and says
Are you my baby or big sister? Whichever you are. Okay. I'm fine. I'm not leaving you even you throw me out. It's not like I can walk for her.
that you won't get rid of her even if you tried. He is a really good cook. If you want a wholesome slice of life story of Matterhorn cooking and vibing with other operators, then check out this story.
Today's kitchen in stories of afternoon.
It's cute. Perfumer at some point started treating Nightmare, and was able to contain her condition. They've
Dude, what's wrong with Nightmare? Tell me. What the hell? I forgot.
been good friends ever since. I'm actually quite curious whether she is friends with Gloria or the actual Nightmare. It is heavily implied
Gloria?
that it is Gaviel who bought Tomimi's summer
Oh, dude, that's interesting.
outfit. Quite based. She is a herbalist and apothecary, yet she was more of an explorer back in the day, together with her best friend Harmonia, who is a patient getting oropathy treatment at Rhodes Island. She used to belong to the streets for a
Yeah, I
very
remember
long
that.
time and became a thief to survive.
Yeah.
However, the reason for her being in that position in the first place is that her parents kicked her out.
Oh.
Her files say that she was born in Kazimierz, however, that's not true. She was born outside of Kazimierz, turned into a slave, and then shipped into Kazimierz at a very
Okay, that's insane. Holy wow.
young age. She is a massive fan of Sora, but she is too scared to ask her for an autograph, that's why she asks you to get her one. She is
Aw.
scared of Gaviel. She learned how to use a
Scared of
weapon
Gaviel?
before she learned how to read. That sounds really sad. She learned how to use a weapon, she
Aw,
asks you
that's kinda
learned
sad.
how to read. That sounds really sad. But maybe she was just illiterate until she was like 20 or something, but no, it's probably the sad thing. She wants to enter a Rhodes Island football tournament with
Oh.
you as a partner. She
Oh, cool.
does not only have a military background, she was a high-ranking officer back in the day, and she still owns her uniform from back in the day. Check out this
Holy
event
shit,
in the
looks
day.
hot.
And she still
Holy, that looks hot.
owns her uniform from back in the day. Check out this event story, there you can find her chat about it with some of the recruits. Her horns grow by a lot between her two artworks.
Oh damn, that's
Really
a lot.
makes you wonder how much time has passed between the two promotions. Her personality has been changed by the originium of her infection. Maybe that's the reason for her attitude? He owes his life to Silver Ash.
Yes.
Officially, she is here to protect you.
Why?
However, her files kind of discuss that fact and come to the conclusion that it doesn't really make sense. Thanks to other things we know, that she really is here to protect Ochinchin.
Ah, because she is the bodyguard what do you call it? I forgot her name. Wei's wife. I forgot her name. I'm sorry. But yeah, James like her. I feel like she would would she get an altar? Like James want her to have an altar. Well, he guess she is probably going to get an altar very late now.
She has a roommate named Mina,
Mina.
who works in the
It's a...
medical department.
Wait, that's... Every NPC looks like this. Every NPC healer looks like this. I forgot.
Meteor often helps her out with taking care of a little girl named Gianna, who
Gianna.
joined Rhodes Island after her family died when a sea link dropped on them.
Holy shit,
Go ahead
that's
and
kinda
read
sad.
Meteor's Paradox Simulation if you want some wholesome stuff. She seems like a very insecure and timid person, and that's due to the fact that she is a very insecure and timid person. However, thanks to Chapter 9, we know that the insecurity is only temporary. Be in
Oh, yeah. It's rare to see characters that has this type of trope where they are what you call they are like the Zenitsu type or like Ho actually like I'm okay with character like this, but to see that, but usually you don't like characters like this because you won't see they develop to be to get rid of this what you call this trait. So it's good to see that Jessica actually do change.
inspired. Think about her crystal ball, zodiac sign, I only date asparagus stuff, whatever you want,
Ah, I think
but she is capable of having cards float around. That's quite rad. She unironically meows sometimes while talking.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
No wonder she was thrown into a prison back in Victoria.
Why?
Yeah, she says that she always wanted a peaceful life. Well,
Okay.
Stewart is from Kujarak, but she always wanted a peaceful life. Well, Stewart is from
No, to
Kujarak,
introduce
but
ourselves.
his staff is a peaceful life. Well,
Allow us to introduce ourselves. Are they problem kids that she needs to take care? Like she is in the like aren't they in the collab? Like Catapult literally got a 5-star altar. And same with and Popukar, Spot and Midnight got a skin from the collab as well, and it seems that all of them are related to her. So she might be a leader of a team, and they are her group mates or something, or her. I don't know what to call them.
Stewart is from Kujarak, but
Oh.
his staff is from Litania.
Ooh.
We know that Stewart traveled through that country at some point in his life. During his time in med school, he sent his resume to a bunch of well-established medical companies, but he got rejected by all of them because he was too poor. Apart from 2 companies. One of those 2 was Rhodes Island, and that's why he is with us. The twin sister of
So
Lava.
that's why. That's the only reason, because she's too poor. That's insane. Now, what the heck? We got lucky then.
The twin sister.
Give me a what I call it? Give him an altar.
Rhodes Island, and that's why he is with us. The twin sister of Lava. The twin sister of Hibiscus. There seems to be some sort of misunderstanding between him and Melantha. She struggles to figure him out. He thinks that she is hiding something. That's bound to turn awkward at some point. He thinks ending between him and Melantha.
There seems to be some sort of misunderstanding between him and
She struggles to figure
him out.
He thinks
that she is hiding
that
something.
she is hiding something. That's bound to turn awkward at some point. Apparently, she chose the crossbow as her weapon because she's lazy. She draws on your face when you
Might as well use a gun if you're that lazy then. But I guess it's so hard to gun is a very hard thing to use, I forgot.
fall asleep in your office. Still, she doesn't deserve what might happen to her.
Oh, what happened? Wait. What happened? What do you mean?
Melan
Wait, I think I heard this story before. Is she the
fall
one that
asleep in your office. Still, she doesn't deserve what might happen.
Is she? Oh, isn't this that story? Is this the story with Cruz? Oh fuck! This is her bloodline of combat, right? That story that we don't know if she's alive or not.
To her. Melantha's best
Or is she going to return as an altar?
friend. Although
Melantha's
she
best
gets
friend.
told by her to shut up when you are sleeping. Because of her parents' job,
Okay.
she has been into aromatherapy for a long
Oh,
time. Yet, I don't know whether Melantha is involved with Perfumer and her whole gardening stuff in any way. She requested to be your own personal
okay, interesting.
bodyguard. She has a pet slug called Kuro, and she
Kuro games.
is very protective of it,
Kuro means blood.
as can be seen when a random Rhodes Island fella wants to feed it obsidian in order to see whether Kuro would turn into a second Pompeii, which would have been pretty stupid and unnecessary since we could just place Aya on Kuro and call it a day. She cares a lot about the people close to her.
How big are the slimes actually? I actually don't know.
Place Aya on Kuro and call it a day. She cares
Like if we compare the size, if we scale the size between the operators and the slimes, I guess they are as big as they are as tall in terms of height from our abdomen here, and then as wide. I think they're going to be wide, obviously.
a lot about the people close to her. We can see how she reacts when the operators she is leading are getting hurt, by blaming herself and apologizing. His best friend is an operator called Owl.
Oh well.
Owl has no other friends. Insanely fast eater, consuming food in a very short amount of time.
Damn, Dorian.
Apparently did very well in a speed eating contest with Noah Korn. This man used to be known as the Scimitar of the Bloody Valley, as he
What the hell? What an insane name!
once was an
Give him an altar.
actual ranger in Sargon. Back then he used a scimitar as a weapon, something which you can see him do in the story of Originium Dust.
Wait, what? The origin dust, or it's not the what in dust.
That's pretty cool. It seems like he actually takes off his mask every now and then, sadly, exactly when you are taking a nap. Her
When you are taking a nap.
files say that her mask is her only outstanding feature.
Oh,
That's not only sad, it's also quite rude to say that, not gonna lie.
yeah.
Also,
Wait, what?
that's not only. Her files say that her mask
Damn it, it's her only.
is her only outstanding
Dude, wait. Her file says it. Oh, that's so rude.
feature.
The fact that the file says
That's
it.
not only sad, it's also quite rude to
Don't worry, Yato. You got an altar, and now you have look cool.
to say that, not gonna lie. Although he always says that he is a strong, sturdy killing machine, he also tells you not to strike him, as that would damage him. Although I don't know why you would ever punch something that adorable to begin with. Some of the stuff she says seems to be kind of odd.
Why?
That's because Closure has gone ahead and changed her personality to be more self-deprecating.
Dude, how
As
dare-
well, that has to
what
be
the-
illegal. She makes an effort to annoy Orchid just so that she will get scolded because she knows that Orchid means well. And pretty
If you... Okay, I can see why she's the alter then. What the hell? You making her life worse just because you know she means well? Why? Like, be useful.
sure there's a medical term for that sort of behavior.
Yeah, like that's not normal. Why will you make her create problems for her if you know she cares for you?
He became a host at the host club because he wants to make people smile. You know what? I'm also gonna open up an OnlyFans account in order to make people smile. She
Oh.
loves fish, honey, and beating up people. Her staff has healing powers that work through hypnosis.
Oh.
If you look into it for too long, you will fall asleep and not wake up on your own. Somebody has to wake you up.
Holy.
This state is called ARKNIGHTS. She got
What the hell? That's insane. You cannot wake up unless someone else do. Damn, if you got cast that and then you left alone, then you can just die like that if people forget you.
teased and ridiculed for being way too short back at the mounted police. Maybe that's the reason why she does not want you to head pet her, or
Come on.
ear pet her, or
Ear pet?
face pet? What the fuck are you doing? She is troubled by your thirst for power. He
Huh?
rarely
Why our thirst for power? When did we thirst for power?
speaks. Thank God. You might ask yourself why this child has a chainsaw, and the reason is that Rhode Island treats her as a valuable case study because it's apparently not a common thing that somebody gets that much stronger by an infection.
She got that so strong. The infection made her that strong.
Kinda weird, not gonna lie. Even though it doesn't seem that way, Chen has twin tails, not a ponytail.
Wait, really? Oh yeah, this one. I didn't realize.
Something that's more apparent in her E2 art. Somebody should make a video about her design. She has some kind of admiration for Skadi. At some point she joined Rhode Island as a training instructor, and one of the apparently first things she ever did was ask for permission to redesign the instructor's office because it's killing her vibes. She originally enlisted as a medical student without any special reason, mostly for a stable job and salary. At this point, this has changed. She has found her purpose. It was his mother who taught him the basics of arts. However, when it comes to the current electric arts he uses, he learns them in the slums, so that him and his friends wouldn't have to live in the dark. She once was a slave who was bought by a mercenary company who then tasked her to assassinate Ceylon's father, but he in return somehow made her kill the entire mercenary group, and then she became Ceylon's bodyguard. And
Whoa, what?
Schwartz was
What? 12? What? This is not 12, right? Okay. This is not when she was 12. But damn, that's what an insane backstory. What the heck?
the entire mercenary group, and then she became Ceylon's bodyguard. And Schwartz was like 12 back then. And Ceylon was like 3.
Wait, Ceylon
That's
wa-
mad.
Ceylon
She
is
works as a
3?
philology consultant for Rhode Island, and I personally think that that's one of the by far most interesting positions for Rhode Island.
Philology consultant. What the fuck?
And I personally think that that's one of the by far most interesting positions, sir, which I have ever heard of. It's fucking cool. She does not like the fact that many people at Rhode Island give her candy and head pats and wants you to tell them to stop.
No, I give you the headpats all you want because how incredible you are.
Probably are aware of the fact that this man has to be old, but believe me, he is way, way older than you think.
Yeah, I guess so. Like knowing that she is one of the, I forgot that race name, but knowing she is one of the elder race, I can see why he is very old.
Which is due to the fact that people of his kind have a very long life expectancy. People are scared of Executor. We don't know how often it happened, but people have complained about him being terrified more than once. Named after the town of Vermeil, not because she's from there, but because of her coat, which is from Vermeil. She seems to have a close relation with Emperor, of which a couple of people are jealous. Most likely because of some business relations, but maybe there was a bit more between them back before this man's music career blew up. She was discharged from military service because she assaulted an officer. Apparently this officer wanted to send her and her squad of young soldiers on a suicide mission. The ability to change colors or practically turn invisible is natural to some Savra. He uses art to be even better at it though. Rhodes Island has a couple of ideas on how exactly it works, but I think the way more interesting thing is that he gets very sleepy from excessively using it. She is from Tyrone County in Victoria, the area where Heidi is from and where parts of the A Walk in the Dust story happened. Flamebringer loves killing people. This might make him seem very bloodthirsty, however it's just that the process of ending a person's life gives him joy.
Why is he in Rhode Island? What the hell? Like, I thought maybe he's a nice person or something, but no, bro is a bro is a psychopath, bro. What do you mean?
And makes him
Why Rhode Island? Why you bring some insane people in your...
Why? It's very wholesome.
It's very
and
awesome.
We are done for this part. Make sure to subscribe for...
I learned a lot of facts. But okay. The short thing is insane. Holy, like generally insane. What? Let's see what more. The short one. Okay. What is this? I want to see the one that has the most. Oh, the fact that he's from Gujarat. And oh, this one is the one with orchid. What about you? What is this one?
Gavial. She learned how to use a web.
But yeah, great video. I think that's all from me. Thank you for watching. If you guys enjoy, please subscribe. I appreciate the ability to see more of my content. And yeah, peace.